Completely switching gears now, it is nice to have a comfortable pair of shoes.
That is a total switch of gears this morning. But sometimes for women, as you women may know, beauty is definitely pain.
Well, sometimes even beauty is pain for men too with their shoes. Lindsey Boetsch is live this morning learning why it is so important to wear good fitting shoes. Good morning, Lindsey.
Hey, good morning, guys. And I'm going to actually switch back for a second. Back in high school, my good friend used to babysit for Boetsch's neighbors. So I'd be over at their house, and it was very interesting to see all the Secret Service outside the door. And now to hear this, to see that it's actually coming to fruition is actually kind of very strange. And I'm sure it's even more strange for his former neighbors as well. But yes, going back to the shoes now. Shoes are a very important part of people's lives. You put them on, you go outside, but sometimes they can hurt your feet. But it's very, very, very important to have a good fitting pair of shoes. Greg Boyer joins me now. You work a lot with shoes.
A lot with shoes, yes, since I was 10 years old, yes.
Oh, wow. So how did you get started in all of this?
I'm a third generation shoe cobbler, yes. My father and my grandfather before me, and I have a son and daughter and son-in-law who work here too, and my grandkids do too, so it's like 5 generations now. So.
Wow, very, very neat. What is the first step in fitting a proper shoe?
To be fitted on a fit stick, it's very important you get fitted before you buy a pair of shoes. It's not where your toe is at on a shoe, it's where your arch is at on a shoe. That's why measuring this part on the arch is more important than the toe length. So the arch actually fits inside the shoe. This part is more important than the toe part. And why that is like on a boot like this, you can see if your foot isn't here just right, your arch doesn't get supported right. If you're in the wrong place, it's actually going to drop down. You can have a lot of pain in your ball of your foot or your heel of your foot. So it's not just measuring the toe and see how long you need it to be. So. And
each shoes fit differently, so you should probably get fit if you're buying a pair of gym shoes differently if you're buying a pair of boots.
Oh yes, every pair of shoes fits differently from company to company and from style to style within a company. If you change the heel height, it changes the way the shoe is sized. So there's lots of factors, not just because one manufacturer makes it different than another, but according to how the shoe is actually made. If it has a higher heel, it totally fits differently. As your foot goes up, it gets shorter.
How do you adjust to that? Is there a way to do that on this shoe? On this, is there, there's a little heel on this, but if you have a larger heel, how do you know where your foot should fit in the shoe?
Well, being fit by a trained professional would be the best thing. And actually, using a Ritz stick like this, putting your foot, the heel into here, well, kind of like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
And the ball of the foot would be here.
Okay.
And the toe of your foot would be up here. So having this measured also is very important. And then a balance of the two gets you the right size.
What can an ill-fitting shoe do to your whole body alignment?
Definitely throws you off in all kinds of ways. What we see the most often is the ball of the foot will have a lot of pain, or the heel of the foot have a lot of pain because there's not getting the right arch support. There's a real long bone that runs through the middle of your foot. If that's not supported, then it causes metatarsal problems. So pain in the metatarsals, the ball of your foot.
Okay.
But it can also affect every part of your body too. So.
And you guys do some boot repair here, but you also have, we were talking about the zipper. You have a zipper trick that we're going to talk about here. We'll give a little tease of this because let's grab the zipper here. Do you have a zipper that it looks like this? The zipper doesn't quite fit.
Zip it up,
but it comes apart. We're going to fix that for you here coming up in the next half hour. We're also going to talk a little bit about shoe repair, which is actually kind of neat as well. Guys?
Awesome.
The zipper repair?
Yes, I tossed out so many things because of the zipper malfunction, so I'm pretty happy about this.
Don't do that.
Mostly coats. Boyer's Boot and Shoe in Quincy has been in business for almost 100 years.
Yeah, they've actually had 5 generations in their family over those 100 years.
KHQA's Lindsey Boetsch is out there this morning learning how to fix things. Hey, Lindsey.
Hey, good morning. Have you ever had a shoe that's talked to you? Maybe,
no.
I don't think so.
Not literally talk to you, but maybe the sole's flapping a little bit when you walk.
Yes. That kind of talk I have.
Like this?
Well, don't throw them away. They can be fixed. They can be saved. And we are going, look at this one. This one's talking a lot. It's got a lot to say.
Yeah,
we're going to fix this shoe. Yeah, Greg Boyer has been doing this for since he was 10 years old. So it's been in his family for since 1920.
1920.
So the first thing that you did, we took the sole off of the shoe, we took the heel off also, and now you're going to fix the sole.
We're going to replace the sole, yes. We have a new sole here to put onto it, a new leather sole. That'll go right on there. Of course, that's the wrong side, wrong foot. Anyway, that goes onto here. This all gets glued and stitched onto it and replace the filler inside of here. Then we'll put the sole on, Then we'll put the heel back onto it, and on top of that, we'll get a rubber heel goes on top of that. And it all gets finished up and polished in the machine behind you here, and ends up looking like this when we're done.
Cool. And how do you cut the sole? What do you use to cut that?
Oh, it's just a knife. Just a good sharp knife goes around it when it cuts the stitching. There's so many different kinds of constructions of shoes. Some of them are glued and not even stitched at all. This is one with the finer cowboy boots that are actually stitched all the way around and hand pegged to the shank. We still actually hand nail them through here. So,
what's the hardest thing that you've encountered working in this business?
Sorry, you got me there. We have lots of crazy things we fix. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a pair of traffic signs over here right now, or a fabric traffic sign we're sewing right now. We fix trampolines and boat tarps, and you name it, we bring it in. Lots. Probably the hardest thing is dog jobs. When your dog chews up the shoe, or your cat chews up the shoe too, and trying to put it back together. But we can actually very successfully do that and replace the heel cover with new leather. Get rid of all the dog bites and stuff into it, replace the strap that's been chewed off, and that's probably the hardest thing, but challenging, but also rewarding when you see it's done and it looks good again. So
Chad, if putter gets to one of your shoes, don't throw it away. We have a zipper trick that I'm totally amazed by. I've had this happen to me many, many times. The zipper gets broken. Somehow, you zip it up and there's a hole in it. What causes this, first of all?
Well, the slider, this piece right here, has sprung apart. Probably got something caught into it, and so it makes it come apart to it's not parallel anymore. So a little trick is if you can just take a pair of pliers. Wait, I'm only showing you, though. I'm not showing anybody else, right? But this is a trick.
Right.
Trade secret. I don't want to show anybody. So just pinch it right behind it, just really gently. You can't, or you'll break it. And just pinch it just a little bit, and then it zips right up. Now, if you can't get that to work, then sometimes we can just replace this slider is all that's bad. Probably 75% of the time, that's all that's bad with the zipper is the slider piece has gone bad. We'll replace it. It's like $6.50 to do that. Much cheaper than replacing the whole zipper.
Who knew that we were going to have magic tricks on our show this morning? Great. Sounds awesome. That's very, very neat. You guys do purse straps, which I find very fascinating also. You can lengthen them and shorten them. But zippers, boots, anything, you guys can repair them here, bring them here. The only boot repair shop left in town.
The only one here. There used to be 42 of them at one time when my grandfather was in business. 42 shoe repairs, and we're the last one. So.
Wow, very, very neat. Very neat story here. 5 generations working here. Very, very cool stuff here this morning, guys.
42
I had no
shops.
idea. 42 shops at one time.
All right, well, thanks so much for the information there.